Daytona Beach, Florida, home to Hanksters, Hot Rods, Muscle Car, and Collector Car Showroom. Where we own all of our vehicles, we are not a consignment dealership. During the next 7 to 8 minutes of this video presentation, we are going to go over our buying process. So if you're already familiar with our process or you've watched our videos in the past, please feel free to fast forward to today's vehicle presentation. In Daytona Beach, we have a 25,000 square foot facility where we house 60 to 70 collector cars, all of which we own. Hanksters.com. We are an internet-based business. We have 80 to 100 photographs on our website of each vehicle, along with a 20 to 25 minute video presentation. The reason we have this content on our website is because the majority of the transactions we conduct month after month and year after year are done sight unseen. Yes, people wire us money for $30,000, $50,000, $70,000 cars without ever coming to look at them. However, I do not encourage that you do this. Classic cars, they're awesome, nostalgic, have great looks, get a lot of compliments, a lot of eyeball, a lot of appeal. But they're 30, 40, 50-year-old cars. They are not that brand new car that you're going to go get from your Ford or Dodge dealer or Chevrolet dealership. They all have flaws, deficiencies, weaknesses, tendencies, some of which we try to disclose in our video presentation and in our photos on our website. I encourage you to come in person to check out the car for yourself. We would gladly pull the car outside for you. You can check out the paint condition, interior condition, real good out in the natural light. You can pop the hood, you can pop the trunk, look the car over real good with your own eyes. We have 2 twin post lifts here in our Daytona showroom. We'd be more than happy to put the car in air for you if you'd like us to. You can check out the undercarriage, the suspension components, the bottom of the motor, the bottom of the transmission, the floor pan condition, the tire condition. We'll let you drive the car. You can see how the car stops, starts, steers, accelerates, how the transmission shifts, how the ride feels, if there's any noises you don't like, if there's any kind of vibrations or anything like that you do not like. This way, when the vehicle shows up to you wherever you're at in the United States or in the world, there are no surprises because you were here and you went over the car for yourself in its entirety. In our photo shoots and in our video presentations, we try to represent each vehicle as honestly and as accurately as we possibly can and offer full transparency. However, we can only cover so much content in a 20-minute video presentation, and this is why we encourage you guys to come in person and check the car out for yourself. What happens next? Once you decide on your classic ride, where do we go from here? If you're a cash buyer, we accept cashier's check from your bank and bank wire transfer. And if you're coming to visit us in person, you want to bring us cash, we'll take that too. That does still spend today, believe it or not. Maybe you don't have the cash to buy one of these cars. What are my financing options? We work with a few different collector car lenders that offer terms on these vehicles. The terms start at 5 years and they go up to 15 years. Approval is going to be based on your credit bureau, debt to income ratio, time on the job, time at your residence, price of the car, things like that. I discussed 15-year term. They aren't going to do 15 years on a $25,000 car. There is price cutoffs for that 15-year approval, and obviously you have to qualify on the credit end. The loans from the lenders are simple interest loans, which means if your payment's $500 a month and you pay $800 a month, the extra $300 goes towards principal. Also, no prepayment penalty. So if you get approved for an 8-year term, which is about the average approval term, and you pay it off in 12 months, they aren't going to penalize you for doing so. So that makes it nice to own one of these classics also. Short-term money loans, you can do that. And then you can pull money out of your home equity line or your 401k or pull cash out of the bank, whatever the circumstances that you have are. Once the vehicle is paid for, what happens? The car goes through a pre-delivery inspection process. We sell old cars. Anything can stop working, anything can start leaking at any given moment. Therefore, we put the vehicle through one last shakedown prior to it leaving our facility and heading your direction. We torque the lug nuts, we check the tire pressure, we check the fluid levels, make sure the AC's blowing cold if it's equipped, make sure your brake lights work, your horn works, your wipers work, all of that stuff. Once it's green lighted and the guys say it's good to go, then we detail it. After it goes through detail, a carrier is dispatched if we are the ones handling the shipping. We can typically have a truck here within 48 hours. However, If you're in a more rural or remote destination, or a holiday falls in there, or maybe you're on the West Coast where they do fewer runs because of obviously the travel distance, it may take 3, 4, 5 business days to get a truck here, but I promise you, we know you're excited to get your ride. We are excited we earned your business as a customer. We will get you your vehicle as quickly and as safely as we possibly can. If you're the one handling the shipping, let's say you're sending your own carrier, or you're coming with your own enclosed or open transport, or you're driving the car home because you're close enough, we'll let you know when the vehicle is ready and you can come pick the vehicle up. That about covers our purchasing process here at Hankster's Hot Rods of Daytona. So let's get started with today's vehicle presentation. We have an absolutely fantastic car to present to you today. Something we do very well with here in Daytona Beach at Hankster's Hot Rods, and that is the first generation Chevrolet Camaro. What's going to make this car today so highly desirable is the fact that it is a big block car. Power steering, power brakes, great color combo, great drivetrain combo, so why don't we get started? On the air cleaner, you have a 454 sticker. It is a 454 under the hood. Back here on your firewall on the driver's side, you have your cowl tag. We will have a photo of that on our website so you can break that down if you choose to. The brake booster there, also mounted on the driver's side firewall, is for power brakes. And then of course here is your power steering reservoir located on the front of the driver's side of the block. If you guys are looking for AC on one of these Camaros, or any vehicle in our showroom for that matter, the AC compressor is typically mounted on the passenger side of the vehicle, not always, but a lot of times. And then, you know, look for your AC hoses. This car is not equipped with that. We do have AC kits in stock for the first generation Camaro, both big block and small block. So if you'd like it added, we can certainly do that. Great color combination, right? It's like a charcoal gray with black stripes, hideaway headlights. So first off, the black stripes that are on the hood, the raised cowl hood here, are vinyl. It's once again, I told you, a great color combination, like a charcoal gray color car. Paint on the car is fantastic. The color's nice and uniform, clear's nice and uniform. Absolutely flawless up here on the top of the hood and the fenders. Taking a step back from the car, hideaway headlights, they do function. We'll show you that in this video presentation. It has a blacked out front bumper. The black on the front bumper looks to be in good shape. And down low there is your iconic first generation Camaro lower front spoiler that is plastic. They're about 120 bucks. They bolt on with the hardware, and this one's in great shape, not cracked or broken. Moving to the front fender on the driver's side, no blisters, bubbles, cracks, anything going on in the paint. The paint on this car is probably an 8.5 out of 10, maybe even a 9 out of 10 in my personal opinion. You know, we sell driver quality cars. They are not, you know, $25,000 concourse quality paint jobs, but this is one of the nicest ones in our showroom for sure. The raised white letter Coopers, the rally wheels, the center caps, and the beauty rings are all brand new. We put those on there, so brand new tires, brand new wheels. Let's jump up to the front windshield of the vehicle. Once again, your chrome is blacked out. It's got a blackout look, which in my personal opinion is cool. I like black. The dash pad you can see through the front windshield looks to be in good shape. The condition of the front windshield is also in good shape, good clarity, no cracks, no chips, anything like that going on. Before we move into the, well, down the side of the car and then eventually into the interior, let's jump up here to the roof really quick. Once again, the color's uniform, the clear is uniform. There's no kind of cracking of the paint or the clear up top here, and then there's no debris in the paint whatsoever, and there's also no, you know, when guys are painting these cars, sometimes maybe the metal might not always get prepped properly, and you might get some like water spots in the paint because the surface wasn't prepped, but this paint is outstanding on the car. So is the body line. So are the body lines. The door fitment to the front fender, to the rear quarter. You can see your body line here, all nice, all the way down the side of the car, lines up nicely. Where you might get tweaked body lines, right, is if you know, there's some Bondo in the door, there's some Bondo in the front fender, and somebody didn't quite smooth it out properly. That's when you come into body line issues. Or you have an aftermarket door or a fender that doesn't fit quite right, and you got the same situation going on. But not on this car. It's nice all the way down the side, and we'll show you that here when we step around to the rear quarter. Looking inside the car, let's start with the door panel. In pretty good condition. Top here is painted. Center portion is plastic, and then your lower portion there is carpet. It's got a little bit of a bow here by the handle area, but nothing too drastic. It's in real nice shape. Those door panels, by the way, are pretty expensive. Looking into, let me unbuckle the seat belt here because I can't get the seat forward. Looking into the back seat, vinyl's real nice, seat cushion's real nice. Headliner in the car's in nice shape. Your seat back's in nice condition. As far as the front seat's concerned, same deal. Good cushion. No rips in the vinyl, no rips in the back. A little tiny bit of wear there on the cord, but I mean, that's normal. It's an old car. But the floor mats in the car, also brand new. The carpeting underneath the floor mat in nice shape. It is a 4-speed car. You can see that. No console, but it is a 4-speed. Aftermarket autometer gauges that do function. Great RS steering wheel. Real nice interior in this car. Just as nice as the exterior and the undercarriage that we'll show you here momentarily. But a lot of money was spent on this car between paint, motor, performance, interior, gauge upgrades. Really a lot of money invested. And I do have receipts. Later on in the video presentation, we're going to kind of go through the receipts together and figure out, you know, if we can determine when the motor was rebuilt, when the tranny was rebuilt, when the car was painted, anything like that. There is a significant amount of documentation on the car. But I don't know if it's just all parts receipts or if there's actually any kind of mechanical or body receipts in there. Lower quarters, no issues. Raised weight letter Coopers, I made the statement already once. I'll make it again and then I'll kind of leave it alone. The raised weight letter Coopers are brand new, and so are all 4 rally wheels. Jump up to the back, excuse me, back window glass. You have your typical faint scratching there. It does have a set of 6x9s in your speaker shelf area. We'll check that out on the test drive, see if the radio functions. The black striping on the deck lid and on the spoiler, once again, vinyl. You can see it's not cracked, discolored, faded. Again, the blackout look going on in the back, around your tail light bezels, around your reverse lights, around the, well, not around, the entire rear bumper is blacked out. Once again, very cool look, in my personal opinion. I like the black and gray or the black and charcoal, whatever you want to classify it as. Really badass muscle car look. There's all those receipts I was telling you about. I'm going to you know, kind of take a minute to lay those out for you guys. Go through it, maybe pull some of the more significant ones out. The trunk pan in the car. So somebody put a new pan in it. You can see where they put the new pan in, but it's real nice and solid under there. So it's a brand new pan. No issues going on there. Once again, we'll go through the receipts here in just a couple moments before we do our undercarriage presentation. Passenger side of the car, much the same as the driver's side. So let's get a good camera angle here, shooting down the side of the car. You got your body line that's uniform throughout the entire body line of the car. Door fitment's real good. You can see here the door closes nicely to the rear quarter. It's not overhanging from the quarter or from the rocker. Your shot there low on the quarter. Nothing going on there behind the rear wheel. Nothing going on in front of the rear wheel. You know, so here's This area is where the tire and wheel kicks up a lot of debris and whatnot, and that's where you would get your rusting or your issues there, both in front of and behind the rear wheel and around the wheel opening. And this car has none of that going on. Real nice, solid, straight body on this 67. Your blacked out trim there looks good. Drip rail moldings looks fantastic. Vent window clarity, door glass clarity, rear quarter glass clarity, all real nice on the car. Pop open the passenger side door. Door panel, once again, in good condition. The top portion paint, center portion there where the plastic is at, and then your lower portion where the carpeting is at, all real nice. Both seats, driver and passenger, in great condition. Does have front seat belts. All our cars have front seat belts when they leave here. Camaro floor mats, brand new. Really fantastic look on the interior. 4-speed car. This is a powerful piece of equipment here. I've driven it, and it's a fun driver. And if you're not looking for a muscle car, don't buy this car, because this car's got some ponies. The front fender here, driver's side, passenger side, the same. No paint issues whatsoever. The blacked out Camaro logo there. I love this car. I do. This is my color combo right here. Black and gray. I even like the blacked out bumpers and the blacked out window trim and drip rail moldings and mirrors. Really awesome look. Definitely going to turn a lot of heads going down the road and at your local car show. Let's do a quick presentation of our documentation. Shortly thereafter, we will throw it up on the lift, do an undercarriage presentation for you, and then we're going to go out and drive it. Okay, when we buy these classic cars, people always want to know, when was the motor rebuilt? When was the training rebuilt? When was the car painted? How come you don't have any documentation? Well, we have to buy quite a few cars a month to keep this whole machine turning. So what we do is we try to buy cars that are mechanically sound and the structural integrity is there. And then, you know, we go through our process and do the whole fluid change, oil change, you know, make all the lights work, make the horn work, the windows roll up and down, all that stuff. But we can't be partial to how heavily a car is documented. But this one is pretty heavily documented. So I went through all these, I thumbed through the receipts really quick. I didn't read every last one. I unfortunately do not have that type of time on my hands. However, I found receipts dating all the way back to '98 and as current as 2012, 2013. So most of them are just like Summit receipts and Eckler's receipts and whatnot. But I did pull some pretty significant info that I found. So there's one on the transmission that says it was from 10/23 of '04 and a model number and serial number and whatnot. So the owner's manual for the car. Here's a pretty piece of important information, and we'll have a photo of this on our website. That's the original Protecta plate. It was sold in Lancaster, Ohio at Taylor Chevrolet. So you have that. Here's a receipt dating from '05 for the rebuild of the rear end. $1,042. Be a little more than that today. This is the Summit racing engine that looks like it went into the car sometime in, where did I find that receipt? I think it was, so the pickup date was 6/16 of '08 from Summit Racing Equipment. So that's where your motor came from. That's like your warranty statement on the motor. So this was a restoration. It was done over the course of, you know, many years, and there's your finished product. Now we'll put it up in the air for you guys. We'll do the undercarriage, and then shortly after that, the test drive. Underneath our beautiful 1967 Chevrolet Camaro. You have disc brakes up front in this car. Oil pan looks fantastic. Look at the side of the block there, real nice. New freeze plugs. You can see the side of the motor, nice and fresh. Oil pan gasket looks good, no leaks. All the oil pan bolts there look good. I got a mini starter on this side. Hypo mini starter. You got the nice dry oil pan. Again, new freeze plugs. Tells you the motor's been done somewhat recently. Everything looks good up there. Headers on the car look good. Driver and passenger side, again, they look to be newer. The frame rails on the car, in great shape. Car had to have had a set of pans at one time because they look fantastic. Driver's side, all one solid piece. Passenger side, same deal. Your exhaust, in real good shape. The beads are real nice on the welds here, on the headers. Pipes, again, look newer. E-brakes hooked up, intact, functioning like it should. Flowmaster mufflers on this car. Yep, drum brakes in the rear. Just wanted to make sure we do have some four-wheel disc Camaros on hand right now. 12-bolt rear. The Coopers, as I mentioned earlier, are brand new. So plenty of tread life. Don't have to have any concerns about the tires. Got a brand new set of sneakers on it. The frame rails in the rear here look fantastic as well. You can see there up above the rear end of the car. Since we're hanging in the air, the rear end is suspended. You can see the frame rails nice and solid there. Along with your area where your back seat would meet your trunk pan. That's in good shape as well. 1967 Chevrolet Camaro. I've driven this car and it's a beast. We're going to take it out on a test drive and we're going to show you how the car performs right now. Inside our 67 Camaro, horn, wipers, slow motion across the dry windshield, turn signals, driver's side, passenger side, temp gauge is functioning, tack, oil pressure. So the mileage, I can tell you, it's the miles on the car since we put the Speedo in, because the Speedo when we got the car was no good. So we had to put a new Speedo in. It would not recalibrate and it would not function, register, read, so it does now. Battery voltage, functioning. Tilt wheel. Dash pad's real nice. Headliner's real nice. Nice car. Let's go drive it. This is a fantastic machine right here. So all your gauges are functioning. Speedo, like I told you, we put a new one in. It is accurate. We calibrated it ourselves. Not bouncing around. Temp's good. You know, a big block car, we should run 190, 200. This car's running nice and cool right now. Tach's working. Our fuel gauge works too, by the way. The car has a real nice smooth ride to it. No engine vibration, tranny vibration. Car's not popping out of gear. Gear shifter's not bouncing all around. Real nice alignment in the front end. The tires, as you know, are brand new. The car tracks perfectly straight. Real nice response in the steering. I'm going to run this car up through the gears, and you probably can't see it in the video. We're starting to get some light little sprinkle on the windshield here, so hopefully we can get this drive in before the rain, because the car just got detailed, and if it rains, I'm going to have a slick road and a ton of horsepower, and that combination doesn't really go too well. As far as horsepower, I don't know. I'm just going to tell you it's producing enough. I don't dyno it. It's producing a lot of horsepower. It's a running machine for sure. Brakes, no vibration, no pulsation, no pulls, nothing. Our temp, not even 180 yet. I'm really pleased with how cool this thing's running. We're about to see if we can get it warm. Okay, having a little fun today. Wow, this car's set up perfect. Motor pulls, tranny real easy to shift, great response in the throttle, really great front end control for, 70, 80 miles an hour. This is a very, really nice running high performance machine. Look at our temp, about 160. No popping through the exhaust. No, when we come to a stop, the thing doesn't want to die. The motor's definitely got a cam to it. Again, I don't know. I'm sure the cam is whatever cam was in that Summit Racing model number, but it's a nice muscle car. It really is. Really nice runner. Great paint. Real nice interior. Heavily documented. Protective plate. Drivetrain setup real nice. Great performance. I really, really like this car. This is a really nice car. 386-944-9219 is our contact phone here in Daytona Beach. Hanksters.com is our website. It's where you can find all the photos of the 67 Camaro, along with this video presentation you're watching right this very moment. At full retail price, this 67 Camaro includes shipping in the lower 48 United States on an enclosed carrier. It also includes a powertrain warranty. That warranty is good on the engine, the transmission, the rear end, internal components. So it doesn't cover brakes, batteries, starters, alternators, oil pan gasket leaks, tranny pan leaks. It's just going to cover your major mechanical breakdowns of your drivetrain. The warranty is good at any ASE certified facility in the United States, which is most independent and franchised facilities. It's a recognition that tells you that shop is reputable and knows what the hell they're doing. You can't take it to your buddy Bob that you work with that says he's an expert on big block Chevrolets. Is the price of the vehicle negotiable? Within reason, it most certainly is. If we negotiate the price of the car, the warranty comes off. The warranty is good at full retail price only, no exceptions. Also, the shipping comes off. Our full retail price is like a turnkey type deal, okay? We arrange the shipping and we give you the security of the warranty. At a negotiated price, you're going to handle the shipping yourself and you're not going to get the warranty. Therefore, that means you contact the driver, you set up the pickup, you arrange the delivery, you pay the driver when they deliver the car. At full retail price, we do all that stuff for you. Maybe you're a collector, you have your own trailer, you're more than welcome to come trailer this fine automobile home. And then if you're local to us here in the Sunshine State, you won't have any issues with the car running hot. Look at that. Friggin' big block Camaro running $160. That's fantastic. What a great piece of inventory. 12 miles on the car. Just kidding. 12 miles since the Speedo was put in. Hanksters Hot Rods is located in Daytona Beach, Florida. Our website is hanksters.com. Check us out. We'd love to earn your business.